Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to Eschol Park Sports Complex, the basin for Sunday football between Eschol Park and St Mary's. Mike Sheen with you, and when I say it is good to be back, I do mean it. It is good to be back at the football on a Sunday afternoon for the Battle of Raby Road. A long and storied history between the Saints and the Wolves. Another edition to ensue this afternoon. Teams are in. Let's have a look how they line up ahead of round 10 of M-League women's football. For Eschol Park, they line up this way. Starting keeper number one is, in fact, it's, let me just have a look. Getting myself mixed up here. Eschol Park, starting keeper number one, Isabel Hudson. 13, Alia Gallagher. 14, Alice Downey. 3, Emily Jane Underwood. 63, Jessica Ellis. 23, Megan Tomasic. 18, Monique Casaniti. 32, Olivia Luke. 4, Shania Gavin. 9, Stacey Anderson. And 8, Tony Vukerson. His subs, 17, Adriana Nain. 5, Aidana Nain. 11, Annabelle Peters. And 22, Emerson Galea for Lacken Ledden. For St Mary's, they line up this way. Brooke Peters, starting keeper in number 99. 4, Jade Gunn. 5, Alia Abu Sliby. 10, Therese Tauk. 11, Kaylee Skiers. 13, Michaela Molina. 14, the captain, Emily Fenn. 16, Emily Kerness. 23, Jessica Schifino. 61, Taylor Johnston. And 89, Shaitana Flower. The subs, 2, Jamie Lee Mussett. 9, Naomi Branks. 56, Maddie Delepevanch. 8, Taylor Middleton. And 21, Estelle Hollinshead. Coach of St Mary's is James Kelly. As I said, Lacken Ledden in charge of the Wolves. It is 6th against 10th on the M-League women's ladder. Johan Pinto is our referee this afternoon, assisted by Jackson Demansky and Christian Baker. St Mary's in the traditional green and yellow. Eschol Park in their customary maroon and gold. Looks like the Wolves will be defending the clubhouse end in the opening 45 minutes. And we're just about set and ready for play here this afternoon at the basin. A beautiful afternoon. Temperature sitting at about 17 degrees and just a tiny hint of a breeze. And we're ready for kick-off. Round 10 M-League action. Eschol Park and St Mary's, the Battle of Raby Road. And we are away. Eschol Park having opening possession. As I said, a beautiful Sunday afternoon. Just a light breeze, the lightest of light breezes that you can barely notice, but otherwise A1 condition for football this afternoon, and looking forward to what should be a good game. St Mary's coming off their first win of the season last weekend, knocked off Gregory Hills, so well done to the Saints. James Kelly and the girls getting their first 3 points of the season, and they'd be hoping to advance up the table this afternoon. Eschol Park, on the other hand, sitting in 6th, and they can't climb the ladder in terms of points. The top 5 have sort of cleared away, but they would like a win this afternoon, especially against their arch rivals from up the road. Nothing more than bragging rights for the Wolves this afternoon. They would love to get into the top 4, but could be a bit of a task there. Climbing into the 4, that's Casaniti winning it on the left. Deep on the left-hand side. Throw to be taken by Emily Jane Underwood. Now West's group match of the round for Sunday women's football today. A big week coming up for the Wolves. Got a corner kick going the way of Eschol Park. First one of the day after only 90 seconds or so. Corner on the right, on the left-hand side. We'll get to that big weekend for Eschol Park in a moment. They take the short option. The layoff was nice, but the ball easily intercepted by St Mary's at the back, and they're able to at least clear outside their 18-yard box. Start to advance upfield. The nice ball forward. Here's a chance for St Mary's through the middle of the park. Coming through nicely, Taylor Johnston beats one. Oh, just went to pull the trigger and couldn't get the shot away. A diving boot coming in there from Jessica Ellis. Did very well just to throw a boot in and do enough to disrupt that attacking raid from St Mary's. First real raid after a couple of minutes. All over and out for an Eschol Park throw. Smallish crowd in attendance here at the Basin this afternoon. As I said, a beautiful Sunday, so no reason not to be down here enjoying some M-League football. St Mary's turning over possession. Both sides getting a real feel for this one nice and early. Ball breaking in midfield for Eschol Park. Downey trying to run onto it. Now it's skis for the Saints. Possession controlled by Molina. Eschol Park wins the throw on the far side. And a fairly even start this one. Neither side giving away too much in the opening minutes. Mary's forcing the error there. I was going to mention the big week coming up for Eschol Park on Saturday. They've got their annual Pink and Blue Charity Day coming up. Plenty of activities here at the Basin on Saturday, so make sure you come down, check it out, get involved. Big fireworks display on Saturday night. I think it's around 9 o'clock Saturday night, probably after the first grade match here at the Basin. So make sure you come down and support the Wolves, their annual fundraising day for the fight against cancer. An event they've run for many years now. I reckon a good 15 plus years they've run the Pink and Blue Charity Day. Special jerseys worn by the players on game day. A big day down here at the Basin. So come down on Saturday and support the Wolves there. Their big fundraising day. 5 minutes gone first half. No score on the board. Eschol Park and St Mary's. Mike Sheen with you. It is good to be back at the football this afternoon. Been a few weeks since I've been able to call some football. And certainly good to be back seeing some familiar faces out and about here at the Basin this afternoon. I have to say off the top, a special shout out and thank you for those who haven't been in the best of health lately, and for those who have been checking in on me and asking about my welfare. It certainly is much appreciated, and a big thank you to especially Paul Bertolicio from Macarthur Football. Has been very helpful, and all the team at Macarthur Football certainly have made things as easy as possible for me. So much appreciated, and to the running into James Kelly earlier today, and our photographer extraordinaire, where she's loitering up the far end, Jill Bennett. I can chat to JB a bit earlier. She's certainly also concerned, but yeah, thank you to everyone who's reached out and checked in on me. It's certainly much appreciated. But let's get back to the football. It's about the girls in the middle today. Eschol Park able to clear it away. Underwood. Poked forward by Eschol Park. It'll go over and out for a throw on this near side. on our broadcast side. 7 minutes gone first half. Down the line and out for a Wolves throw. Hear the chat from both sides early on. Mary's forcing the error there. Nice piece of play to force the error there. It'll be Shafino with the throw. Looks it into the 18-yard box. Headed away by Shania Gavin. Only as far as Chaitana Flower. Originally with Narellan. Has made the move across to Karinga from Not Oval. Play off here. Chance on the right. Just trying to build something here. Underwood's been busy at the back early on. Maybe Slivey does enough to win the throw. Nice little move there on the right, working it against Underwood. Playing it left back. Alongside Olivia Luke. Anderson dispossessed. Looked forward by Fenn, the skipper, but only finding Isabella Hudson in the grey keeper's uniform. Brooke Pepper rocking the highlighter pink kit today. Maybe Slivey on halfway, trying to find a way through. A nice little ball there down the right-hand side. The run is on. Flag stays down. Here's a chance. Shafino just across the face of goal. Good effort there, Jenna Shafino down the right-hand side. Just dribbled wide of that left-hand post. First real shot in anger from either side, coming on 10 minutes. St Mary's certainly have had the better of it in the opening 10. Good chance there, and it just rolled wide. Out for a goal kick. Second ball on the field from the match underway on the far side between Eschol Park and Doran Park. We're right to get back underway. Hudson decides to play short out to the far side. See if we can find a magic moment here at Eschol Park this afternoon. Downey down the right. In front of the benches. One. Ball. You can hear the call. The ball was still in, so play on. Now it eventually does go out for a Wolves throw on the right. Now it's Ellis. There's a throw. Neither side giving away too much in the opening 11 minutes. Flipped on by Downey. And he finds Jade Gunn at the back. Mary's keeping possession on that far side, on the Raby Road side, we'll say. Of course, the basin enveloped by roads and housing here, as is often the case. Zipping Forest Drive that runs around behind the goal the Wolves are defending in the first half. Raby Road off on the far side. Kaylee skis down the Raby Road touchline, finds Fenn, the skipper. They'll take the throw here. St Mary's just outside the 18-yard box. Shafino can't control it. Ellis out for a St Mary's throw in front of the Eschol Park bench. Eschol Park appealing for the throw there. Johan Pinto ruling in favour of the visitors. Only a couple of kilometres up the road to Coringa Reserve. One of the many local derbies that we have in M-League football. That's a lovely ball over the top. Here's a chance for Eschol Park. Trying to run onto what was Alice Downey. Free kick goes the way of St Mary's. That was a heavy collision just outside the 18-yard box, and they've called for the trainer. She's going to be okay, though. That was a heavy collision. Downey eyes on the ball. Like all is well, so play on here, nearly a quarter hour gone. Here at the basin. Ball sent forward, bit of a tug on the shirt there of Taylor Johnston. Pepper comes out to clear. In fact, it was Hudson clearing. Got a free kick. You heard the call there from Johan Pinto. Free in charge this afternoon. Free kick just on the backside of the centre circle. Eschol Park defending the clubhouse end, or the shopping centre end of the ground in the first half. Take it back to the original mark, which is just on the back edge of the centre circle. Shania Gavin with the free kick. Not a very deep kick. Abby Sly able to see it away. Finds Emily Fenn down the left. That's a lovely ball down the left-hand side, but plenty of maroon shirts dropping back, including Gavin. Sees that one away for a throw. 15 minutes gone here at Eschol Park Sports Complex. The Basin on a Sunday, bathed in sunshine. That's Eschol Park nil, St Mary's nil in our M-League Women's Match of the Round. Through Macarthur Sports Radio and the Macarthur Football YouTube channel. It's good to be back at the football on a Sunday afternoon. If you haven't hit that subscribe button on the Macarthur Football YouTube channel, make sure you do it. As we often say, if you like us, then like us. Give us a hit on the socials, and a like and a follow, a subscribe. It's hard to keep up with all these terms these days, honestly it is. But get involved. And don't forget the SMS line, the footy phone is back for our regular viewers. 0490 403 933, the number. Drop us a text, put your name on it, let us know where you're watching, and be part of the action here on game day at Eschol Park as we see the opening goal of the day go the way of St Mary's. St Mary's take the lead 1-0. That good form continues. Taylor Johnston getting the opener for the Saints. 16 minutes gone. So it's Eschol Park nil, St Mary's 1 after 16 minutes play. One rolls over and out. It'll be a Eschol Park throw. Neighbours dropping in to say hello on a Sunday afternoon. Nice of them to make an appearance. You can hear that in the background. Over and out for a Wolves throw. There's plenty of local sport on offer this afternoon around the Macarthur region. We're focusing on the M-League football. Hoping that's not a medical helicopter heading away. See St Mary's down the left-hand side. Good run from Skiers. Taking on the defence. It's Aidana Nain winning the free kick for Eschol Park. Nice crowd, as I said, here at the Basin on the broadcast side. Those familiar with the Eschol Park Sports Complex. We are between the number 1 and number 2 fields for commentary this afternoon. Beautiful day, as we said. St Mary's with the advantage. There's Fenn. Wide to the left-hand side. Now they'll work it into the box, but nobody coming through, and Hudson easily controls that one at the back. Ball will almost break here for Stacey Anderson down the left. Takes on Kerness, gets around her, swings it into the box. That's a lovely ball in, but well dealt with. Anderson comes for a second effort over the top of Tomasic. Out to the Raby Road side, and it does cross the line. In fact, the flag up for offside. Thought it had crossed the line, but offside against Eschol Park. So the free kick to be taken only about 10 metres out, maybe a little bit less on the far side, the Raby Road side. Pepper to send it back into play. Up towards the halfway line. Wilkerson works it forward. Touch on from Underwood. Couldn't find a maroon shirt there. Plenty of Saints dropping back. No chance, almost developing, but Tauk with a boot in. Doing well to interrupt. Wilkerson with a shot from a long way out, easily controlled by Pepper. 20 minutes gone. Eschol Park 0, St Mary's 1. Not the best clearance from Pepper there, but they'll get out of jail. Shafino towards halfway. Looks like we've got the... And they say every man and his dog at the game today. We can take it quite literally as the ball comes into the box. Anderson off the chest. The shot on target, easily taken by Pepper at the back. Literally every man and his dog here at the Basin on a Sunday. Focus on the action out in the middle. The boot there from Johnston. Shafino. Down the right-hand side, that was Fenn going for a run. Underwood just gets beaten to it. Shafino down the right-hand side. Flag stays down. She's into open space. Jenna Shafino, keep it a beat. On the left, good block there from Isabella Hudson. Good block to stop the shot on target. Keep it a beat, and the keeper did well to keep it at 1-0. Nice save with the legs. I think we've got a corner here on the right-hand side as well. It'll be a throw deep on the right for the Saints. Maybe Slivey to do the honours. Doesn't have many options, though. Tries to work it into the box, but Eschol Park with the numbers. Clearance not the best. Fenn controlled it. Wilkerson clears away. Finds Downey. High ball in centre field. Slivey off the side of the boot, that one. She'd like that one over. She might get a second chance here. Luke. Flag goes up. Offside. Crowd getting a little excited, but the flag up for offside. I think we can have a card here. We are. Goes against Taylor Johnston, first player into the book. Way through the first half. Emily Fenn controls it. Flag goes up this time for offside. Thought she was just a touch off. I was waiting for the assistant on the near side to make the call, Christian Baker, and certainly looked like she was off, but just wanted to wait for the flag, and the call came just a fraction after. So Gavin from the free turns it over. Mary's certainly the more aggressive in the final third. Down the left-hand side, he skies. Worked inside the box, and that'll go out for a corner. Corner count, I've got a 2-1 in favour of St Mary's. Looks like we've got a couple of subs for St Mary's. Abby Slivey coming off. Nursing the hand around the abdomen for Alia Abu Slivey. She comes off. In fact, that's not her. It's Teresa Tauk coming off in the number 10. That is Maddie Delepavanch coming on in 56. James Kelly, the Saints coach, going to the bench. Another corner here for St Mary's on the right-hand side. Let's see if they can double down and make it 2-0 here from the set piece. Emily Fenn, the skipper, to work it in. Be an out-swinger. To the back post, over the head of everybody. Skiers was the nearest. Sailed over her head in Eschol Park. Able to do some good defending and see it away. Downey with some time, measures the ball. That's a lovely ball forward. Anderson, 2 to beat. Pepper claims at the back. It was a great ball forward looking for Anderson. Just couldn't quite get the user-friendly bounce. It's set up for Brooke Pepper to claim. Now Shafino. On the right-hand side, high ball, works it to her own advantage, nods it forward. Hudson comes out. Good shepherd there from Alia Gallagher to ensure no threat on goal. Wilkerson works it forward. Anderson was the target. Pepper claims it at the edge of the 18-yard box. Wilkerson. Anderson was offside there. She knew it. Stayed out of the play. Here's a chance for Shafino at the other end. Hudson comes out, makes enough of a save to force the ball over the line and out for a goal kick. Did enough there, Isabella Hudson. She's been the busier of the two keepers. Another substitution for St Mary's coming up. Eschol Park also going to the bench. Hudson, a low ball, only finds Shafino. They've been able to clear it away there. Eschol Park. Luke getting it up towards halfway. Anderson, did that take a hand? Yes. Right in front of us. An easy call there for Johan Pinto, our referee this afternoon. Free kick on halfway, taken by Jessica Ellis. Worked forward, but Pepper doesn't fall on it. She did enough. It's been off the bar. How did that not go in? And over the top. 2 chances in a second and they couldn't put it away. The first one hit the crossbar, bounced out. Pepper made a meal of the save. It hit the crossbar and then the follow-up was over the top. Golden opportunity for the Wolves to level up there. Approaching the half-hour mark. But not to be, and it goes over the bar. Very disappointing for Eschol Park. St Mary's holding on by a fingernail to that 1-0 lead. The Wolves are coming hard. Lay down for St Mary, for Eschol Park in Downey. And the referee's going to blow it up. Downey's taken a knock. I thought I saw a hold of face there for a moment. She's down just outside the 18-yard box. The referee rightly stopping play. The trainer comes out. Like both teams are going to head to the sideline and get some refreshments and a chance to get a few words from the coaches. Referee just having a chat there with Stacey Anderson and I'm assuming Emily Fenn, the 2 skippers. Just having a quick chat while we have this stoppage. Downey making her way to the sideline now. Referee Pinto laying down the law. Emerson Galea on in 22 for the Wolves. Like we're about right to restart play. Half an hour down. Eschol Park 0, St Mary's 1. So we'll have the drop ball for St Mary's to restart play. They did have possession. Right to resume proceedings. Here's a chance for the Saints through Fenn. Lovely ball down the left-hand side. Gallagher dropping back. Takes on Naomi Branks, who's on in number 9. That take a deflection. It did out for an Eschol Park throw. Mary's able to win it on the far side, the Arabia Road side. 32 minutes played here at the Basin. 1 goal going the way of the visitors. St Mary's 1, Eschol Park 0, and now match of the round. There to be 1. Inside really putting a name on it. Now they finally do, Eschol Park. That's Peters. St Mary's happy to clear to the sideline and out. Olivia Luke with the throw. With the left foot through it towards the 18-yard box, but sent back from whence it came. Luke, second effort, gets it past Fenn on the preferred left, obviously. Works it round the corner, flag up for offside. Second one against the home team this afternoon. Fenn measures it down the right-hand side. That's a good ball, Shafino. Can she run onto it? She can. Hudson's come out. No keeper in the box, but good defence. Olivia Luke does well to see it away. Out for a corner. That was good defending there. The keeper was stranded. Luke had to use her smarts to make sure that didn't get into the box. Shafino was threatening. That was a good effort there to keep it out and ensure it only stays at a corner for St Mary's. Corner to be taken by the captain on the right. Corner number 4 on our count. Only one for the Wolves so far this afternoon through almost 35 minutes. This one a high ball to the back post. Hasn't been cleared. Eventually it will go out. Referee Pinto says goal kick. Was a shot on target there, but it just spun the wrong way. Home field bounce going the way of the Wolves on that occasion. Free kick goes the way of Eschol Park. You could hear the home fans appealing for the free. Chance, but the flag is up. Got a free kick on the far side on the way of Eschol Park. All worked forward, but plenty of green and yellow at the back for St Mary's. Inside 10 to go first half. Sliby down the right. Taking on the other number 5 in Adana Name. Forward centrally, but Eschol Park winning the challenge, and they'll win the free kick there as well. Home fans didn't think there was much in that call, but the referee saw the free kick and awarded accordingly. So Jessica Ellis with the free kick. Just short of halfway, goes along the ground. Almost works out for Eschol Park. In fact, they will get a chance here down the left-hand side of the St Mary's defence. Tomasic swings it in. Anderson, in fact, it was Vukic and trying to get the shot away. It was blocked. They'll get another effort here in Eschol Park. Tomasic. Nice little back heel. All worked into the area, but plenty of green and yellow there. One beats Ellis, but she'll drop back to clean up. There's a chance. Johnston, keeper comes out, does well. Good pressure there from Hudson. Had to clear it and make sure she got her possession. She got it. Now Eschol Park see it over the line and out over halfway. Shafino takes on Luke, gets past her. Open space for Shafino now. Tried to cut it back on the inside, but only found maroon shirts. That's Galea. Bookerson, high ball, not a very deep one. Bouncing there. Was there a nudge in the back? Yes. Going against Eschol Park there. Delipavanch winning the free. Only the one goal in it so far, going the way of St Mary's. Just under 7 minutes remaining first half. More substitutions being made on both sides. That's Adriana Nain in 17. I don't know if we really need the gloves on a day like today. It is a cool winter's day, but certainly a fine one and a pleasant afternoon. It's long sleeves, yes. T-shirts not out of the question, but certainly long sleeves. No need for the puffer jackets or the heavy winter wear today. Certainly not early in the afternoon anyway. Possibly a bit later on if you're out and about later this evening. You might need the warmer wear. Free kick goes the way of Eschol Park. Whistle certainly has gone in favour of the Wolves in the opening 40 minutes. I've got it at 7-2 in favour of the home side. Waiting for James Kelly to put a right boot through that. Gave that the full treatment. The Saints coach would be happy with how things are going on his side of the fence right now. He's side up by a goal to nil. As I said, they won last week. First win of the season for the Saints in the M-League women's competition. I'll be hoping to make it 2 from 2 in quick succession. There was a 3-0 win over Gregory Hills last Saturday night at Cunningham Park. Eschol Park went down 6-2 to AC United at Ernie Smith Reserve last week by the resulting round 9. Tarmore too good for Kemps Creek United, 2-1 at Bill Anderson Reserve. Not Oval, Moorebank couldn't get past Narellan Rangers. The Rangers winning 3-0, and big battle at Hoxton Park between Liverpool Olympic and Liverpool City Robins. That one finished square at 1-1. Here it's 1-0 last match of round 10 next weekend. Heading into round 11, Eschol Park home on Saturday night, hosting Liverpool City. As I mentioned, that pink and blue day offside against Eschol Park. A pink and blue day on Saturday night, on Saturday here at the Basin. The women taking on the Robins at 7 o'clock on Saturday night. Tarmore hosting Moorebank at 5 p.m. at Tarmore. Another Saturday night match at Cunningham Park. Gregory Hills taking on Narellan Rangers, and on Sunday 2 games. Here's a chance for St Mary's. Ball into the area. Shot on target from Kaylee Skiers down the right, easily taken by Isabella Hudson. AC United hosting St Mary's next Sunday at Cirillo. On at 11 a.m. and Bill Anderson Reserve, it's Kemps Creek United taking on Liverpool Olympic in round 11 action in the Wests Group M-League Macarthur Football Association Women's Competition. Heading towards finals time. Here's a chance for St Mary's to double their lead before the break. Skiers from 18. Hudson gets a boot on it and slows it down enough. Got got their licence to shoot here, St Mary's, this afternoon. They find a second goal before half-time. Alia Gallagher ensures they don't at the moment, but Schifino. Ball through, flag stays down, Skiers has a look. Good save from Hudson, second effort. Doesn't come. Does enough to get the save in time, just in front of the oncoming Emily Fenn. Abu Slivey for the Wolves, working it towards halfway. That one all the way back to Jessica Ellis. Pepper clears just in front of the onrushing St Mary's opponents. Hudson under pressure, bit of a tangle there. They both want a free kick. I think a good no call there from the assistant on the near side. Good no call there. I didn't think either player really committed a foul, and the referee and the assistant on the near side ruling a goal kick. Final minute of the first half here at the Basin. And a fairly even affair. Only the one goal through 44 minutes. Someone coming on 16-2, the Saints. They lead it 1-0. Skiers lays it back. Ball forward for Fenn was the right idea. Just couldn't find her in the end, though. Heavy challenge on halfway. Play on. Galea down the left. Mary's not able to clear it away. Anderson centres. Bookerson pokes it forward, but no maroon shirts at the top of the box. Won't be a lot of added time in the first 45. Only seconds remaining on our clock. One off the side of the boot. Schifino keeps it in briefly. And there's the halftime whistle. So we'll all go and have a drink and a break. At the break, it is Eschol Park trailing St Mary's by a goal to nil. Macarthur Football Match of the Round on the Macarthur Football Association YouTube page and Macarthur Sports Radio. We'll have the second half coming up shortly. Stay with us. St Mary's in the Battle of Raby Road. The visitors who have the advantage at the break. St Mary's leading by a goal to nil. Taylor Johnston on 16 minutes, putting the visitors in front. Mike Sheen with you this afternoon. Great to have your company on the Macarthur Football YouTube channel and Macarthur Sports Radio. When I say it's great to be at the football this afternoon, I do mean it is a beautiful winter's afternoon and very enjoyable to be back covering Macarthur football once again. Great to be back in the chair and on deck for Sunday football. Just about ready for the second half. Players returning to the field. Just about right to get underway. Referee Johan Pinto just having a word with Emily Fenn, the Saints captain, as we get ourselves ready. Looks like we're all set. St Mary's just getting themselves finalised. Eschol Park doing the same. Johan Pinto says, let's roll. We're away for the second half. St Mary's with a 1-0 lead. Penny for the thoughts of Laken Ledden and James Kelly at the break. Ellis with the throw on the near side. Can't keep possession this time, the Saints will take over. Free kick coming, and there it is. Going the way of Eschol Park. Free kick won by Alice Downey, who's been in the wars in the first half. Low ball into the air, or just outside the area. Downey has another crack, that one off the side of the boot. Yeah, but if I could get my off-break to work like that, I'd be very proud. That was a very impressive off-break. Rip it like that, I'd be not sitting here commentating football, that's for sure, but enough of my limited cricketing skills. Let's focus on the football. Fenn works it forward for the Saints. Over and out for a throw. Ellis looking for an option. Comes off the head of Downey, but easily controlled at the back by Naomi Branks. That's the rangy Emily Kerness. Working it forward, here's a chance almost. Tomasic. In fact, Shafino, sorry. Olivia Luke. Under pressure, shoulder to shoulder. Referee did find a free kick. I thought he was going to say play on there, but found a free kick. Going the way of Eschol Park on this occasion. Now the Saints on the defensive. Able to win possession through Abu Sliby. Ball on that far side, Underwood. Has a look, just can't thread the needle there. The Saints defence has been rock solid so far through 48 minutes. Is there a chance with the Wolves going towards the clubhouse end of the second half? Not many on the clubhouse balcony this afternoon, I have to say. Most of them out along this western touchline enjoying the sunshine. Said a few times it's a beautiful afternoon, and it is about 17 degrees and absolutely postcard winter football conditions. So most people sitting on the hill on the broadcast side, the western side of the ground. Blankets and deck chairs and the like out this afternoon. Perfect day for football as we see Eschol Park down the left-hand side. Can they convert? Ball into the box. Pepper takes it easily. Pepper's been fairly safe at the back this afternoon. The rangy keeper for St Mary's. Ellis works it long. The sideline will win out, and it does. Almost 5 minutes gone, second half. Chance. Clear it away, St Mary's. Delipavanch doing enough to see it away and out for a throw. Throw comes in on the far side. Downey back to goal. Trying to work something there, but Pepper down low takes that one easily. Bouncing ball on the near side. Here's a chance. Skis down the left. Doesn't have much inside. Only had the one option. It'll almost break for St Mary's here on the overlap. It's Eschol Park able to clear away to halfway. The touch on is a lovely one. The flag is up for offside. Assistant right in line with that and had the flag up in a heartbeat against Eschol Park. It's their fourth one on my count. 2 for the Saints so far today. Hudson takes that one at the back for Eschol Park. Now a chance for the Wolves down the left-hand side. Underwood down that far touch line. Has a look inside. What does she have? Couple of options there. Good defence coming from Jade Gunn. Clears it away briefly. The second header buys them a few more seconds and a few more metres. Pushing through was Gavin. Now it's Fenn. This one's starting to open up. Here's a chance for Skiers. The chase is on. She pulls the trigger, and that's away to the right-hand side. Disappointing effort in the end. Did all the hard work, Kaylee Skiers. But in the end, couldn't get the shot on target. That was always away to the right-hand side. Eschol Park winning that little battle in midfield. Down the left-hand side, just too much on it in front of Vukasin. Now for a Saints throw on the far side. They'll turn it over just as quickly. Downey, can she... Oh, she nearly got through there. She's done well to come away with it, Alice Downey. Works it to the left-hand side, but St Mary's there in numbers. Nice little turn there from Molina. John Stern offside. St Mary's fans not agreeing with the decision. Jackson Demansky on the far side. Flag up straight away. Most fans thought Johnston was on, but the assistant on the far side had the flag up. That's the only opinion that matters at the end of the day. Third offside flag against the Saints. One apiece after the break. Nice through ball, but Pepper takes that on the bounce. Buys a good 25-30 metres. Johnston works it forward nicely. Skiers on the right. Luke chasing after. Skiers inside the box. Keep it a beat. Lights it up. Hits the post. Second effort, Fenn. Now it's cleared away by St Mary's opponents in Eschol Park, but only briefly. They work it forward. Johnston lays it off. Skiers. No, good save. Hudson has done very well. Nice piece of play there from Isabella Hudson. Eschol Park on the counter-attack. Hard to keep up with all the action here at the Basin this afternoon. This game's really come to life after half-time. Shot count 4-1 after the break on our sheet. And it crashed into the post. Will be doing a great job there. Downey trying to time the run for Eschol Park. Ball on that far side. 10 minutes gone, second half. Still Eschol Park 0, St Mary's 1. Mike Sheen with you on Macarthur Sports Radio and the Macarthur Football Association YouTube channel. Great to have your company this afternoon from a sun-soaked Eschol Park Sports Complex, the Basin, showing off on a winter's afternoon. The Battle of Raby Road. Have a free kick going the way of Eschol Park there. Clip on the legs. They've got a Wolves player down. It all seems to be well in the end. Ball to halfway. We're trying to drive it forward here, Eschol Park. Coach Ledden obviously giving them the instructions at the break to attack, and they certainly are doing that. Downey, Underwood. St Mary's able to find safety. Now the Wolves again through Vukerson. Flag up for offside. The ball goes to Brooke Pepper, so she'll keep play continuing. And one off the side of the boot and finds the touchline near halfway. Got a whistle here. The referee holding up play, and I think he's going to issue a card to James Kelly. Ooh, confused as to what's happened there, but obviously Coach Kelly's been having a bit to say, and at the eye of the referee, see his reaction there. Who me? Obviously, he's had enough. Ellis with the throw. Midway between the centre circle and 18-yard box. Fenn heaves away. Sprinting after it, Taylor Johnston. Hudson comes out. Clears to halfway. Skiers. Has a look. Tried to find Johnston. Johnston was offside, so couldn't continue on with that option. Had to go herself. Work there from Branks. Long ball down the left. Underwood just keeps it in on the far side. Boot comes in from Kerness. Downey lays it back. Now the centering ball. Trying to find a maroon shirt. Abby Slyby does well to see it away. Almost at the hour mark. St Mary's 1 goal to the good. They'd love a second here. Fenn down the left-hand side. Centering ball for Johnston is a lovely one. Hudson doesn't claim it, and now it's 2-0. Taylor Johnston puts it away. Nice finish from Taylor Johnston on the hour. She has a brace. And it's 2-0 St Mary's in the Battle of Raby Road on 59 minutes. Hudson couldn't quite make the claim there at the back. Johnston Johnny on the spot to pounce and make it 2-0 for the visitors. Certainly looks as though the Saints will go marching in this afternoon. Still half an hour remaining, but certainly looking good. Flag up for offside against Eschol Park. Emily Jane Underwood, the offender on that occasion. Downey with a chance for the Wolves. What can she do with it? Goes to the left-hand side. That one's seen out by Jade Gunn. Don't forget the SMS line 0490 403 933. Love to hear from you. Put your name on it. If you're watching, let us know where you are. Footy phone up and running again this afternoon. Long ball from Eschol Park over and out. Inside half an hour remaining here at the Basin. Been an entertaining game. Pepper with the goal kick. On ball to halfway, headed away by Aidana Nain. Easy to distinguish her with the green ribbon. Luke swings it forward. And Pepper will take that inside her 18-yard box. Now St Mary's on the counter. Eschol Park able to hold up, and Vukasin finds Nain. They get out of jail there, Eschol Park, for the moment. Nice ball forward, but nobody there. Hudson has to play it away. About the third or fourth time she's come out of her area to play sweeper keeper this afternoon. Ball over and out. Pepper takes that one easily for St Mary's.
Chance for Taylor Johnston down the left-hand side. Swings it into the box, but easily taken by Isabella Hudson. Now St Mary's trying to push for a third to ice it. Eschol Park certainly working hard. Still over 25 minutes remaining. Pepper sees it away. Eschol Park trying to press. Downey pushing forward. Galea on the left. Dispossessed. Now the ball down the line, but there's no green and yellow shirts there. Hudson clears towards halfway. Now the ball forward, Downey, offside. Can't beat the offside trap for St Mary's today. Eschol Park having a bit of trouble getting past this back four, trying to time their runs, just not quite measuring it how they would like. Emily Fenn to take the free kick for St Mary's. Underground ball, but it'll almost break here. Johnston through, on goal, keep it a beat. Over the top by Whiskers. That was centimetres away from 3-0. Did all the hard work, measured the shot, and it just whistled over the bar. That would have iced it and said 3-0, good night, nurse. Wasn't to be for the Saints. Eschol Park still have a lifeline at 2-0. Can they take advantage of it? Downey has to chase after this one. Pepper happy to let that one roll into the area. Chance for St Mary's down the right-hand side. Can they cut back? Luke made the tackle. Ball into the box. Taken by Hudson. Galea puts it high. That one over and out. St Mary's getting the throw. Ball forward for Eschol Park. There's a chance here. There's more than a chance. Into the box. Anderson, keep it a beat. Can't get the shot away. Second effort. Ball still there. Bodies on the deck. Pepper finally falls on it. Big effort there from the Saints. Shots on target, but they just can't. In fact, it was Eschol Park getting the shots on target, but not able to convert one of those into a goal. At the other end, and it's Johnston. Johnston and Ellis here getting a little bit friendly. Referee Pinto steps in and breaks it up immediately. Word with Taylor Johnston. Looks like it'll be a free kick to the Wolves. Looks like there'll be substitutions for Eschol Park, so just a slight delay. Looks like the change wasn't made, so we'll continue on for the moment. Certainly no big pardons here this afternoon at the Basin. Branks down the left-hand side. Takes on Nain, can't get through. Fenn has a look from a long way out. That was optimistic at best. Now a chance for the Wolves at the other end. Anderson feeding Downey. Pepper comes out. A little bit of afters here. We'll keep an eye on this off. Pepper standing her ground. Downey came in for the challenge on the ball. A little bit of extra, a yellow card for Pepper. So the keeper goes into the notebook. Second player plus the coach in the notebook this afternoon. On the 70-minute mark. Certainly been the referee having a word to the Eschol Park coach, Laken Ledden, and the coaching staff here. 20 minutes remaining at the Basin. A fiery local derby. And I think the coach has just picked up a yellow as well for the Wolves. Will be a drop ball to get underway. Things getting a little bit heated here at the Basin in the derby. Battle of Raby Road. Certainly no big pardons here this afternoon. Throw on the far side. Nain. All the way back for Gallagher. Hudson plays out. Risky ball. That one will bounce across the face of goal and harmlessly out for actually, it won't even cross the line in the end. That's how harmless it was. It wouldn't even reach the line for a goal kick. So Eschol Park able to play on down this right wing. Ball intended for Underwood. Second effort. Downey tried to appeals for handball. Referee said no. Be a Wolves throw. Gun put on a rear end by Alice Downey. As I said, there's no big pardons this afternoon. Certainly been a willing affair this afternoon. Have teams desperate for the 3 points. Marys look like they're going to take them at present, but Eschol Park not dying wondering. So St Mary's would climb off the bottom of the ladder depending on other results with a win this afternoon. They would certainly climb off the bottom of the ladder. They would go up to 7 with a win here. Eschol Park remaining 6th on 12 points. Still some 6 points behind AC United in 4th on 18. St Mary's making a bit of a mid-season run here. Looks like they'll go 2 from 2. Hudson gets under that one. And Underwood well offside on that occasion. St Mary's would certainly climb the ladder on the back of 2 straight wins. Only 1 point before the long weekend. Certainly heading in an upward direction. As I mentioned, tough task next week away at Cirillo Reserve Sunday morning, taking on AC United. They want an 11 a.m. Eschol Park, as we mentioned. Their big charity day coming up on Saturday. They'll host Liverpool City Robins Saturday night at 7 here at the Basin, if you want to check that out. Big day of festivities here at the Basin. Plenty of activities for the whole family. Flag up for offside again. I make it number 8 against the Wolves today. Big day coming up on Saturday, as we said, and plenty of activity around the venue here at the Basin. Final 15 minutes here, Eschol Park. Need to pull something out of the fire if they're to have a chance of taking points out of this one this afternoon. Breeze just picking up at the moment. Just a light breeze. Does have a bit of a chill to it, but certainly not a roaring gale or anything like that. The flags on the touchline's barely moving. That's how soft it is. Foul goes the way of Eschol Park once again. St Mary's having to drop back into defence. Kurness has time. Not the best delivery though. Downey works it forward, but couldn't be kept in by Tomasic. Centering ball for Underwood. Keeps it going out wide to the right-hand side for Ellis. She turn her opponent. She can't. Good challenge coming in from Skiers. Ellis wins the throw on the near side. Goes down the line. Bodies on the deck. St Mary's able to clear their lines. Underwood with another throw. Long ball this time into the box. Fulkerson trying to use the body. Just on 12 and a half minutes remaining here at the Basin this afternoon. Slivey tried to clear it away. There's a goal to the Wolves. I think it's Tony Fulkerson, pokes it home. So Eschol Park not done with yet. Tony Fulkerson with 12 minutes remaining makes it interesting. Eschol Park 1, St Mary's 2. There's life, there's hope. The Wolves halve the deficit. They say 2-0 is the most dangerous scoreline in football, and yet again proves to be the case today. Eschol Park 1, St Mary's 2. Now, game back on here at the Basin. Just over 10 to go. And St Mary's put it to bed. Or can the Wolves take a point? Or more, perhaps, with a late flurry. Got a corner here for St Mary's. I'll make it their first. We haven't had a corner in the second half. Gone some 35 odd minutes without a corner kick. This one on the right hand side. Can St Mary's restore that 2-goal buffer? In it comes. Punched away. Hudson did enough to see it away, and now St Mary's on the counter-attack. We've got a St Mary's player down. Underwood pushing up. No one's seen out. I think they'll... It was Johnston, Taylor Johnston, who was the one struggling after that defensive corner, after that corner there. Ellis works it forward again. No one heaved forward. Johnston was offside there, but the referee and the assistant allowing play to continue. Hudson plays out. Now St Mary's need to hold on for just under 10 minutes. Only the 1-goal lead. Pepper comes out. Didn't clear that particularly well. Ball into the box looking for Downey. And I think that's going to be a corner to Eschol Park. Another corner for the Wolves. Only their second I make it today. And they score in double time. Doing a couple to make it interesting. Corner on the far side. In it comes to the near post. Oh, it almost crossed the line. Did it? No, just wide. Just wide on the right-hand side. Eschol Park charging home late. 2 quick shots. Arms were up, hands were up, and the ball sailed wide. Just outside the right-hand post for Eschol Park. 8.5 to go. Can they hold on St Mary's? Long ball towards Johnston. Cleared away briefly. Now a chance. Skiers. Wilkerson defending. Skiers cuts inside. Pulls the trigger, and that one easily covered at the back by Hudson. Long ball, was that handball? Yes. One or two of the neighbours getting a little bit restless here at the Basin this afternoon. Low ball dealt with, well, not very well by St Mary's at the first effort. The second one taken it full back by Brooke Pepper, more accustomed to what we see on the fields behind us with the crossbar rather than the round ball. It's more of the egg-shaped ball. Nice fullback mark taken, two hands. Well done, Brooke Pepper. Meanwhile, Skies works it inside, but only finds Gallagher, who goes down. Wilkerson clears away. Free kick, St Mary's. Six and a half minutes for the Saints to hold on. Emily Fenn trying to grip a couple of metres. Referee Pinto up to the tricks of the trade. Two in the wall for the Wolves. And the Saints seal it. That's a great ball in. Good take, Hudson at the back. Did very well. That was a cracking save. Had to stretch for that one. Now at the other end, Downey trying to force the pressure. Ball headed forward. Cleared away by St Mary's. All hands to the pump for the green and gold. The maroon and gold are coming. And they are coming hard late. Underwood with the throw. Rinse and repeat. This time Ellis to take the throw. 5 minutes remaining at the Basin. Eschol Park 1, St Mary's 2. Mike Sheen with you. I hope you're enjoying the coverage here on Macarthur Sports Radio and the Macarthur Football YouTube channel. A little bit of urgency from the Wolves supporters. Trying to get the ball back into play. Looks like we've called for one of the ground managers here. Got an issue here for some reason. Quite sure what's going on here, but a yellow card there to one of the St Mary's players. Looks like a few of the spectators are getting a little bit, well, hello, a little bit of afters here, not what we're looking to see late in the game. Alice Downey not backing down, getting a little bit fiery here as players and spectators getting a little bit hot under the collar. I suspect Downey will pick up a yellow. That in there. Vukerson laying down the law. With one of the Saints players. What if... Just let this settle down. A few of the... Certainly not what we want to see at this level. Amy Branks. Did she pick up a straight red there? I was trying to keep my eyes on everything. I'm not sure if she's picked up a red or a yellow. Emily Fenn's been called out. She's got a red as well. So she's off. This one getting quite fiery late. So I'm pretty sure Branks and has Downey picked up a red as well? Need to have 4 sets of eyes here. Downey's off and heading towards the rooms. Emily Fenn's already up towards the rooms. And I think after all of that, we've got a free kick going the way of Eschol Park. Ball into the box. Can they put it home to the near post? Pepper can't allow that to happen. So I think Downey's got a red as well for Eschol Park. Hard to keep up with all the action here this afternoon. Shot on target from St Mary's. Taken by Hudson at the back. Just over a minute remaining in what's been a fiery battle of Raby Road. Certainly don't like to see, certainly like a physical affair, but keep it within the rules of the game. As we tick into the final 60 seconds. Tempers fraying on the sideline and in the middle. St Mary's holding a 2-1 lead. Don't forget more M-League football coming up next weekend here in the West's Group Macarthur M-League competition. Into the final 30 seconds, so looks like St Mary's will go back-to-back. Not without a fright. Their charge up the ladder will continue. Eschol Park will feel they've probably let one slip here at home, unless they can spring something in the final seconds. Casanidi working it forward. Miscommunication from St Mary's, but it won't matter. Full time here at Eschol Park Sports Complex. A fiery battle of Raby Road ends in favour of the visitors. Mike Sheen signing off for Macarthur Sports Radio and the Macarthur Football YouTube channel. Full time at the Basin. Eschol Park 1, St Mary's 2. Thanks for joining us and good afternoon.